day. Just got to find it on here and we will get started. Um, you know why? There's like a lag. So where are we? All right, here we go. First person here is Elises. How does Leo feel about me currently? How does Leo feel about me currently? Thinks that you're kind, caring, sincere, and nurturing. The love cup here is full, and he's got a lot of respect for you. Looks like there could be a new beginning on the horizon. It may be, you may feel like it's a little difficult either to get things started, but I think he's got a lot of respect for you, and there's potential here. See what happens. Oh no, maybe the notifications didn't go out. People will start showing up. That's okay. Okay. Adriana Love. I think you're going to have some your options. First of all, the next relationship that you enter and there's a new beginning on the horizon should be well balanced. You should feel like, you know, you're well respected. It's very mutual. The weight of the world melts off your shoulders. Could be with a Libra, or it could be that good karma is coming back to your love life. The hard work you've put into love is coming back to you in your next relationship. Fire sign could enter Leo, Sagittarius, Aries out of the clear blue sky. All of a sudden, you got good luck coming in. Your perseverance pays off and you're starting a new journey. You do have a committed relationship coming in on the horizon. Martha, love. Okay, you may have some options on the horizon. You might be feeling like, hey, you know what? I'm not sitting around waiting for my ship to come in. I'm making things happen for me. I'm being guided by the divine. And with that, you have new energy coming in. You've got a Scorpio, an Aquarius, and an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You may be irritated or annoyed with anything in your life that's not moving forward. You may be like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm going to see what else is out there. And with that, new options come in. You have a committed relationship on the horizon should you want to enter it, maybe sometime early fall. But there's definite new options coming in around love and happiness coming in around love. So the winds of change may be blowing. Let's see here. Sepia, General. Okay, maybe turning a corner here where you're feeling like, you know what, I'm no longer holding myself back. I'm going to take opportunities as they come in. I'm not looking back on the past, but I'm eager to make it to the top of the mountain, and I'm looking forward. Earth sign comes in, Taurus, air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You got money coming in. You're also headed towards the 10 cups being full. Maybe thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. You could have a new beginning on the horizon, and the next relationship you enter, you should feel like it's well reciprocated and high functioning. You also may be feeling better compensated and better appreciated at work. Happiness is coming out over your life. Might not be there yet, but you're heading in the right direction. Sepia, love. Okay, you've got your intuition is heightened, so definitely listen to it. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. Growth, change, and transformations coming in and around your life, but also around your love life. You might be walking away from people, places, and things that you feel are not working for you, and you have a lot of new energy coming in. You've got laying down the law, setting up boundaries actually brings in cause for celebration and also pushes your love life forward quickly out of the, clear blue sky. You've got a Cancer, a Scorpio, a Virgo, an Aquarius, and a Pisces around. Maybe not all at once, or maybe they're not all here yet, but you have new energy coming in as well. You do have opportunity for a committed relationship before the end of this year. Cause for celebration comes in, things move forward quickly. Love always tonight. Love always tonight. Watch out that somebody isn't telling you the truth. Look out for a little deceit tonight. You might have to have patience with whatever this deceit is. Being guided by the divine, trust your intuition. You could have many choices that come in tonight. I don't know what's going on tonight. Something's going on. Watch out for a little deceit. There could be a Capricorn around. You may have choices that come in. Have patience and trust in divine timing. No longer waiting for your ship to come in. An old wound is starting to heal, and you're starting a new journey. I don't know what's happening tonight, but it may be a good thing. Sepia, me, and Jonathan. Okay, communication should pick up quick and out of the blue. Looks like cause for celebration comes in. Once the relationship gets back into balance. Got long-term potential here. I don't see a commitment coming in just yet, but listen to your intuition. You may be prepared for things to move forward. Eight of Pentacles comes up around you and him. I wonder if you're going to be doing something together as far as like, Eight of Pentacles doesn't have to be like going back to school for like business. It could be like going back, taking a course of something. It could be recreational. Eight of Pentacles comes out up around your relationship with him. Maybe there's a mutual interest that you guys will practice together. That would be cool. I would say you have a wish around the situation, and communication is going to come in quick. That's the next thing. Breezy. If I ask Jeremy to go to the trip with me, will he say yes? Will he say yes? I think you will, yeah. Yeah. He's going to do what he can to make it, yeah. Suella. Dawson and I admitted we love each other. We want a child. Is this in the future? Yeah, you can make that happen. Children are free will, unless for some reason, like you've been told that you can't have children. Then that's different. But otherwise, children are free will. If you both want a child, then that's it. You know what you got to do. Enjoy. Have a good time. Kalia, General. Got a new journey on the horizon that makes you feel as if you've made it to the top of the mountain. It could be a new beginning in any area. Ace of Pentacles is usually business or career. It does look like you do have some money coming in, a little bit more stability, and feeling like life has come back into balance. Anxiety seems to move into the past, and your perseverance pays off. Now that may be around work. It looks like you have a Cancer that comes in that may be of significance, and you're feeling prepared for things to move forward. Stepping into your own strength and your own confidence serves you well. Your life seems to move forward nicely between now and the end of the year. You got some good money coming in. Love always, General. Things seem to change for the better for you quickly out of the clear blue sky. It also looks like you could have a new romance enter, and you got good luck coming in. A disappointment moves into the past. Moving on to greener pastures, maybe taking a trip to water, by water, or around water, or spending time near water. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. A Virgo enters, feeling a little bit more financially stable, or being a little bit more cautious with money. Could be both, too. Kira, what's coming towards me soon? Got growth, change, and transformation coming in and around your life. You've also got the hard work that you put into your career is coming back to you. You got options coming in. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well. You may have options around romance. Could be with a Scorpio, could also be with a Cancer. And then you also have an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and you have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Now, all these people may not all be romantic interests, but there may be new people that enter. It also looks like you got some good luck coming in. Yeah. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. You've got nice money coming in, too. 9 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Aqua. When will I move? You can move sometime this fall. Spades would be the fall. Ashley. I don't see it. Let me do Kira. Rod, Sean, and I. Well, you got a couple of nice things happening here. Disappointments move into the past around this situation, and your perseverance around love pays off. Moving forward to greener pastures, the soulmate connection comes in, and you might feel like finally good karma's come back. Things could move forward with him pretty nicely, and the relationship itself could be kind, caring, and sincere. Kevin, what can I expect will happen for sure this month? Well, you're definitely being guided by the divine, and your intuition is super strong, so definitely listen to this advice, like your own advice, like trust in divine timing and listen to your intuition. Don't second guess yourself. That's definitely comes up very strong. 6 of Cups, somebody from your past returns. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. There's an Aries around, or the Emperor also could be an important father figure or a very strong person, like a very strong prominent figure. It also could be a boss. You may be feeling undecided, and you may be feeling a little bit like you're holding yourself back, but ultimately I think that you start a new journey this month. Ashley, who's texting me on Google Hangouts every day? I'm not sure if it's my Sagittarius crush or his friend texting me for someone else. I don't know. Okay, let's see. I can't tell you who it is. I can only eliminate people that it's not. Like, I can't give you, like, it's Sam. I don't know. But, let's see. Is it the Sagittarius crush? It's not the crush. Is it his friend? I think it's someone that you don't know. That place usually, I hate to say it, pulls in like a lot of creepers. It's not the friend either. I think it's someone that you don't know. I would ignore them. Years ago, I had somebody that was connecting with me through that, because at the time they were like, they were in between phone numbers, and I wasn't on there for very long, but I used to get creepers. Anyhow, I would ignore them. Anyhow, that's just my 2 cents. Lydia, weak, read, and vibe. Choices. The hard work you put into something pays off. Kind, caring, sincere, loving energy is around you. So actually, it may be a really hot week when it comes to like love, but like relationships with potential, not just like flings or hookups. Let's see what's going on. Okay, listen to your intuition this week and don't be afraid to lay down the law and set up boundaries. Things change for the better for you quickly. Somebody comes in through divine timing and the ability to manifest new opportunities that treats you with a lot of respect and puts in a lot of effort. Anxiety moves into the past. You got some money coming in. You have an Aquarius around, a Virgo around, Sagittarius is around. Then you also have perseverance pays off around that. Libra may be back around. Got options this week for sure. Disappointments are moving into the past. It should be a pretty busy week. Aqua, who's texting me from different numbers asking for me? I can't tell you. I don't know who's texting from random numbers. There's no way for, like, I can't pull a name out of the sky. I just don't know. I can give you a sign, but you know, I don't know how. I would say it could be a Libra. Libra comes up strongest, and then comes Gemini. It's either a Gemini or a Libra. But you know, it's like I don't understand, what is the purpose of pretending to be someone else or texting from somebody else's number or not letting people know who you are? Like, I don't understand what the idea is behind that. Like, if I were to call somebody but not let them know it was me, or text them and not tell them who I was, what would my point be? Like, if somebody like this, if somebody did this to me, I wouldn't fuck with them because it's deceitful, it's immature, and what's the purpose? Like, I don't understand what the point is. Why would I call somebody from an anonymous number and not tell them who I was? What's their point? What's the reason for it? So I would think of it like this. We're already playing games and the relationship hasn't started yet. You see what I mean? So it's like, I would ignore it. But that's me. You could do whatever you like. I think it's a Libra or a Gemini, but I can't swear to it. Davey, love this week. Okay, let's see. Okay, what's going on with love this week? All right, you are no longer holding yourself back, and you're not settling for less than you deserve. It looks like you've got a lot of respect coming in around you, and you're walking away from people, places, and things that you feel no longer serve you. With that, there's the fire sign. Sagittarius is around. Negativity is moving into the past, and old wounds start to move into the past. Romance could heat up this week. You could have a Leo coming in, or it could be that your current relationship with the other fire sign is starting to strengthen. Anxiety is moving into the past for sure. A wish comes true. A Virgo and an Aquarius enter too. You're going to have options. You got options coming in. Good for you. Enjoy it. Explore the possibilities. Empress. How did Melina feel about my message to my brother sent her? It was a message regarding cutting her off for good due to something she said. Oh, she's pissed. She's pissed and she feels betrayed. Yeah. She also feels lack of ambition. She also could be a little bit embarrassed. I think she's got a bunch of emotions. Feeling a little bit embarrassed, feeling like she's been betrayed, feeling hurt. I don't think she was expecting it, and I think she's pissed. Oh, Kira, great. The first day of work went well. Excellent. Good, good, good. Empress. General for acceptance to Mayo. Will I receive acceptance from this current cycle in February and March? Okay. I think you will. And I think that once that ball starts rolling, you're going to feel so much relief. I know that kind of might sound a little crazy because there's going to be a lot of work and there's going to be anxiety too, but it's like good anxiety. I think that things are going to move forward for you, definitely. Kira, Raj Horn's energy and next actions towards me. His energy is good. Four of Wands. That's like long-term commitment. Growth, change, and transformation. Stability. Next actions that come in. First of all, he's thinking a lot about you now. And I think that he's going to reach out to you, and he's probably going to want to see you relatively soon. Maybe sometime before the end of the week. Kevin, tell me anything that you can about the person from the past that resurfaces. Okay, let's see. Who's this person from the past coming back? Who's the person from the past coming back? Okay, Two of Cups is in reverse, so it could be an ex-lover or an old flame. It also looks like it could be somebody who's got a very spiritual side, or they could have a spiritual side, or either a spiritual practice or a religion that may be important to them. It looks like they may not be feeling financially stable, or they may be having money problems. It also looks like it could be somebody who's betrayed you, somebody who you recently had an argument with, or had an argument with, and that's why you haven't spoken to them. I think they got money issues, this person. It's through divine timing that either they come back or you run into them, and you may be feeling undecided about how you feel about them. They could make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. There's worry about money around them. That's a big thing. There may be a little bit of manipulation around this, so I don't know if the person, like puts themselves where they know you're going to be, which is manipulating, or they're trying to manipulate something out of the situation. There's manipulation around, and there's also a little sharp energy, but that could be because of the way things left off in the past. Oh, you're welcome, Dave. You're very welcome. Here are spirit messages, spirit cards. Life experience, Archangel Chamuel, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. Oh, you get another angel, the Empress. Archangel Gabriel, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. Oh, you got three angels. Release, Archangel Azrael, the end of a phase or a situation, a spiritual transformation, and time to move on. Nice. All right, let me go back up to the top. Desiree Nicole Love. Okay, you've got feeling like, hey, I've made it to the top of the mountain. I can breathe a sigh of relief. And you got happiness coming in around your love life. If you're not with anyone right now, listen to your intuition. Don't look back on the past. You got plenty of nice stuff happening here. Love cup is full. Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, earth signs, another possibility. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Love life moves forward with new energy, and old wound finally starts to heal. SBMC, General. Okay, first thing that comes up around you is the Two of Cups, commitment, relationship on the horizon. If you're with someone, great. If you're not, a new potential comes in. Life comes into balance. Negativity moves into the past. Not with anyone, a Cancer comes in. With someone, current relationship moves forward. an old wound or an old betrayal is moving into the past and you're getting over it. You're putting it behind you. You got some good luck coming in and you're feeling grounded, stable, successful, and like cause for celebrations coming in around you. Pretty good. LB, how is B feeling after I didn't answer his message? Felt like it may have been bad timing, and that's why that you didn't answer. They feel like that you'll answer them when you get a chance, and they don't think too much about it right now. They're not thinking too much about it. They just figure that you'll reach out to them when you're ready or when you're free. They're not thinking too much into it at this point. If they don't hear from you in a couple of days, they may reach out again, but they're not thinking that there's anything wrong. Not at this point, anyway. Isha, what do N and K, the twins, say about me to each other? Well, people talk shit, so that's what they do. I can't give you specific conversations, I don't know, but I can tell you that people love to gossip, they love to talk shit, and they're no different. Like, they may say things like, they could say that you're a little lazy at times. They may say that you also could be a little controlling. They also may say that sometimes they feel like you're waiting for your ship to come in and you're not taking any action to either better yourself or push your life forward. But they don't, I mean, it doesn't look like they say anything that's that terrible. There is some sharp energy around the situation, but you know what? They're twins and people gossip, and siblings definitely gossip. So it is what it is. You know, I hate to say it, but people just soak gossip up and they love to talk shit, and that's what everyone does. I mean, it's low vibration. I would encourage people not to do that, but nobody listens to me. So. I mean, it happens like in my own family, like, and I hear it. And I'm like right fucking here. You know what I mean? It's like, that's just what people do. You just gotta not let it bother you. LB, what is the outcome for B as far as co-parenting? What is the outcome for B as far as co-parenting? Well, if this is somebody that, I don't know what your relationship is. Are you and this person trying to co-parent together? Because if that's the case, I wouldn't ignore them. If this is somebody who is co-parenting with somebody else, that's a different situation. But I'm not sure of what the situation is. Let me see what the cards say. Okay, this person looks like they may be feeling as if they're not being treated fairly. They also may be feeling like they're either stepping into their own strength around the co-parenting situation, or they're putting in a lot of effort. It looks like they had a new journey on the horizon and they're feeling a little bit more stable. So, like I said, the reason why I would tell you not to ignore this person if the two of you are co-parenting together is because I don't want at any date, at any other point, in front of any other judge or any other person, for this person to say, well, I reached out and tried and she ignored me. So that's why I would always respond. I mean, you could be short, you could, you have to be nice. Yes, no, this, that, but I wouldn't ignore, because at some point that could come back to bite you in the ass. But I don't know that the two of you are co-parenting together. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents. Kira, tomorrow, work and home. Work looks good. It looks like you're feeling balanced. You're feeling as if you've made it to the top of the mountain around a new journey. It looks like you're not looking back on the past fondly, and you're happy that life has moved forward. The whole day has got a nice feeling around it with the Queen of Cups. I would say after work, you may just be taking time to yourself. Rest, relaxation, self-care, and your intuition is heightened, so you may be following your intuition. Negativity is moving into the past. It's like the energy around you is shifting now that you're out of that other place, thank God. Charmaine, would this be a good time to get my master's degree? Yeah, I think so. And you have the Magician, you can make that happen, definitely. Jeepers. My grandmother used to, there was a song, Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those peepers? I don't know why she used to sing that to me. Anyway, that reminded me of her. What's M's next move towards me? Communication. Communication comes in, and if this is a romantic situation, the romance could heat up. It does look like you're advised to listen to your intuition. Stability could come in. You've got the Magician here, the ability to manifest new opportunities. I mean, like, you gotta love someone that says that they're not ready to be a father after all those years. But I mean, it's not even that. It's like, did you not know how the how it works? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get to make that decision X amount of years later. And I agree. I mean, that's a really cheap ass excuse. But I just don't want to see anything ever come back to you. Like, where he would say that either you ignored him, or well, I reached out and I didn't get a response. You know what I mean? Like, he's digging his own grave by saying stupid shit. And if that came through text message, keep that, just in case. I hate to sound like that, but like, I feel like in this day and age, you just can't trust anyone, and you can't be too careful. So, and also, in case somebody else is putting their 2 cents in, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, whoever's in his life, his mother, his sister, whoever it could be. You have proof that you did the best that you could. And, what an idiot. Cheapers, what's Steve W's next move towards me? Well, you got the Sun coming out here, and this person could make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. I don't know what your relationship is with this person, but it could be moving forward towards greener pastures. So things could be improving. Oh, that's how you got the name. Future for Steve and I. Future for Steve and I. Well, you got a new journey on the horizon. You got a new journey on the horizon. It could be like a long and winding road. And if this is somebody from your past, they're returning. If they're not from your past, someone from your past is returning. But that could be a side note. It does look like your relationship with him moves forward, but it may be like I said, a long and winding road. Jeepers, who can I have a future with? M or SW? Okay, let's see. M. SW. I like SW better. But you got the Six of Cups coming up again. So somebody from the past is returning. I don't know if it's either of these two people or it may be somebody else from the past. SW comes up stronger. Julie, what C did tonight and is doing now? Okay. It's like I think he finished working on something, or he was working on something. Could be with a family member or for a family member. I think that is done, right? And now he's holding himself back. He's stopped and he's resting, relaxing, and taking time for self-care. He may feel like relief that whatever it was they were working on, they finished. I don't know what it was, but it's like feeling like I completed something. I'm done. And now I'm resting. Or it could be having a couple of beers, something like that, but it's like recreational. But it's not out partying. It's like at home. Jeepers. He had me waiting forever. I moved on with M. M and I broke up and Steve has contacted me saying he misses me. But I'm sure M will be back. Steve just came back. M will too. Yeah. And then you're going to come to a crossroads. Yeah. That's okay. You just figure it out, you know, and you do what's best for you. Anyhow, let me go back up to the top. These bastards always come back. We were talking about that last night, and I was talking about that with somebody today too. They tend to come back. Adonis, do you see Vivi and I reigniting romance between us in the future? The hard work that you put into this relationship could come back to you. There is potential to reconnect sometime, maybe within the next 6 weeks. Cinnamon, general for the rest of the week and the weekend. You should have some choices that come in. You got choices that come in. You got money coming in. You've got making a decision, laying down the law, setting up boundaries, and possibly a new beginning on the horizon. That could be work or business related. I would say it could be a busy weekend. Like a lot could be happening. It also looks like you may have a Gemini enter. Success comes in around a new side business or a side hustle. Sarah X, what is Fee's current feelings towards me? Do you see him reaching out? Okay, let's see. I think he is going to reach out. He seems to think that you're grounded, stable, interesting, well-prepared, unique, and passionate. I think you will hear from him soon. Miss Ilario, love for me in the Gemini this August, no contact. Okay. Well, there's still sharp energy around the situation and mini tower moment. So this could be also, mini tower moment could be if you had a tower moment with them in the past, that's moving into the past. It doesn't mean another crisis has to happen. But the timing around the situation doesn't look great. and you may be feeling kind of like you're waiting for your ship to come in. I wouldn't expect all that much from this person in August. It doesn't look like too much is going to change. Amara, new love in the month of August, maybe. Okay, let's have a look. New love in the month of August. Well, you are not holding yourself back, and that is going to bring in some passion. Feeling like finally I'm not stuck anymore. There's success coming in around love. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Balance comes back to life. I think you got a water sign entering. Yep, there's new love coming in. Tulips, love for the month. Okay, you may be making a decision to walk away from something or someone that no longer serves you. And with that, new energy comes in pretty quickly. The world is at your feet. An old betrayal moves into the past. Listen to your intuition. You have a Cancer, a Pisces, and a Leo that enter all as potential if you're not with anyone right now. If you are, listen to your intuition. Your current relationship will move forward and strengthen. Jade, is O going to stalk my social media this week? I don't see him stalking, no. I mean, could he check in on it here or there? He could, but he doesn't look like a serial stalker, no. Nymph, may I get a love reading for August and September? Okay, things should change for the better for you quickly. Out of the clear blue sky, if you're not with anyone right now, water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer enters. Success comes in around love, and there's also a Leo possible. Now, if you're already with someone, your relationship would be strengthening. It does look like your love life is moving forward. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well, and you also may be spending time like by the water with a love interest. Not a bad time. Julie, why didn't C call me back? I think at the time that you spoke to him, he was working, and I think he slipped his mind. And now he's relaxing. I think he'd slipped his mind. I think he's going to realize it, and he'll call you back either later today or tomorrow. Communication seems coming quick. Julie, what's C's next move towards me? I think that's it. I think it's communication. Yeah. Communication should come in pretty quickly, and that moves things forward. You may feel like you have a long road ahead of you, but there is a new journey on the horizon. Oops. Beautiful one. General for this week. It looks like things change for the better for you quickly. You're stepping into your own strength, which brings in success, especially around business and finances. Could have a new love interest, or romance could heat up, especially with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. A wish comes true, or it also could be an Aquarius that comes in. Simran, general for tomorrow. Got some good luck coming in tomorrow. It also looks like negativity is moving into the past. Maybe stepping into your own strength and your perseverance, especially around school or work, pays off. Tomorrow the energy is nice. It's like pleasant. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. It also looks like you have a new venture on the horizon, and you're feeling confident and secure tomorrow. Not a bad day. Martha. Does the Aries like when I play hard to get, or some, because he texts 3 times faster when I don't respond? It becomes a power struggle. So if you don't answer him, he gets pissed, and that's why he texts more. So it's like you guys are kind of fighting right now to get the relationship balanced. He doesn't like when you do that. It kind of pisses him off, but it gets his attention. Um, it's like if it's working for you, I would keep doing it. You know what I mean? Because if it's like it's keeping the relationship in balance right now. This can evolve and move past it, but you're not past it yet. So I would kind of keep doing what you're doing because I think it's working. Simran, spirit messages. Chariot, Archangel Metatron, an important achievement, self-discipline, willpower, and public recognition. 5 of Water, things not turning out the way you hoped, not seeing the positive side in a situation, crying over spilt milk. The Dreamer, Archangel Metatron. Excuse me, a leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. J, the hard to read girl is a Taurus. How'd you find that out? How'd she feel when she saw me at work this evening? Was she coming up as an earth sign? I can't remember. How did she feel when she saw me at work? Good. Like things are going to change for the better quickly. Cause for celebration. Lover's card. She was very focused on you today, whether you noticed it or not. She was paying attention. Ladybug, did Nick really love? And if not, why was he with me? Well, I think he cared about you very much at the time. Yeah, I think he cared about you very much at the time. And either the timing around the situation wasn't great, and I don't know if it left you feeling very hurt, but you got a bad wound here and feeling burdened by the situation. And he may be quiet right now because he doesn't know what to say. I think he cared very much for you at the time, but the timing wasn't right, or it wasn't what he wanted in the moment. Because it looks like he made a decision to move on. And he thinks about it a lot. I mean, I do think that he cared about you very much, absolutely, yeah. I mean, he wasn't just with you because there was nothing better to do. It's creepy. These people may be scammers. I know, like, there's a lot of weird people out there. Like, even if I see them or I notice them, I'll delete them because I don't want anyone to call those numbers. But, like, these people that post about, like, WhatsApp numbers, like, spellcasters that are in some foreign land that are going to, like, get back people's ex-wives and shit like that. You know, like, it's a scam. it really is a scam. But, you know, it's enticing. I could totally understand why people fall for that shit. And when I was younger, I did myself too. You know, it is sad, you know, because like, little kids, I think what they say, like the first 7 years are the most crucial in a child's life. And, you know, like when a kid's like 22, 25, you know, they're adults. Even like 10, 11, 12, right? But like there's so much that goes on between 0 and 7. Like you miss all of that, like learning how to walk, learning how to talk, learning how to eat, what foods they like, learning how to toilet train. You miss all that. And you know what? At some point he's going to be sorry. And good, that's what happens. You should be sorry. Mishti, why did KLR appear in my dream this morning? It was unexpected. If this is somebody who you've had unfinished business with, or somebody who you were involved with that you had feelings for, shows up in your dream because your subconscious is processing it and pushing it out. So in other words, you're getting over it, you're pushing it out. When the subconscious is like that's what the subconscious does. It's like if it doesn't understand something, or it's trying to make heads or tails of something. Why did this happen? Where did this person go? Is this person coming back? They show up in our dreams because they're stuck in our brain. The only time I would tell you that wouldn't be true is if it was somebody who was passed on and they came back with some kind of a message. Even if they didn't come back with a message, I would say they were letting you know that they were around. I mean, that might not be true, but that's how I always interpret it. Or if it was somebody who you haven't seen in like years and years and years that you haven't thought of, but somebody who you have feelings for, you've had feelings for, you've been wondering about, like it's not a shock for that person to appear in your dream because they're in your brain and you're thinking about them. Empress, will I get the job I just now applied to? You could get that job, yeah. Yeah, you got a 70% chance, yes. Or at least you could be getting a job very soon. I think I'm at Julie for tomorrow. A disappointment moves into the past. A new beginning is on the horizon. That could be around work. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan may make you feel relief, or setting money aside for something. Anxiety moves into the past. You could have a Capricorn coming in. There also could be an Aries around. Could be a pretty busy day tomorrow. At least with around work or business opportunities, but also communication. Anthony. I sent emails to the Cancer in the past month. She didn't respond. Current communication blockage. Okay. I think that you're going to hear from her at some point, and she's going to tell you all about it because the Fool's in reverse. Fool in reverse. Something needs to be dealt with around this situation in order for your relationship with her to move forward. But with the Fool in reverse, she's going to tell you, like, it's just going to come up. So when communication does start, she doesn't hold herself back. She's listening to divine timing. And it may take a long time, but she kind of unloads everything on you. She may also tell you, like it was a bad time. She was going through shit with that Leo guy. She also may have been stressed about around work and money, feeling a little bit financially unstable. And I think that the lockdown and the whole COVID thing really took toll on her, because I think it messed up a lot of her plans. And she may be telling you all about that too. Like, she may have had plans that just everything got screwed up. But I think most of it is going to have to do with that guy. I think that he was not the person she thought that he was, and I don't think that she answered you, because I just think she just didn't have the headspace to deal with a lot of people. Like, I don't think that she was talking to a lot of people, kind of isolating herself. You know, it's sad. It's sad. It's sad, but she was happy with him, and I think that she was just crushed when she found out that he wasn't who she thought he was. Anyway. Mayflower, Karen's feelings and intentions towards me today. Well, she's coming up prepared for communication to come in. She also seems to be coming in out of the clear blue sky, and you may be seeing her soon. She may be looking to hang out. Sorry, seeing Aaron tomorrow, what should I expect? Should be a good time. Looks like he's treating you with a lot of respect. You may have it may be like a relaxing night that's fun, exciting, well balanced. Listen to your intuition, things move forward. It should be a good time. But I think, and I think you're going to feel relief around the situation, because I think the energy is starting to improve. Ladybug, will there ever be communication in the future? Well, I don't see any communication coming in now, no. But I would never say never. I think that eventually you could talk to this person. It just looks like they're holding back right now. So I wouldn't count on it any time in the near future. Jade, what's next with the Taurus this week? She's still quiet with the Hermit, but divine timing may make something happen. So communication may not be great, but there may be, you might feel like the energy around the situation is a little more positive, a little bit more kind, and a little bit more open. Oh, excuse me, I'm wondering, how'd you find out she was a Taurus? Did she tell you, or you overheard it? Or did you look at the records? Because sometimes that information is available. Anyhow. You know what, Anthony? I feel like nobody deserves to be treated like that, or to be treated like shit. And, that guy, that Leo guy, that did whatever it was he did, I just don't think that he was the person she thought he was. And I've been in that situation myself. I mean, I feel like who hasn't, but, it's like you almost can't believe it. Like, how could this happen? Like, how could you do that? So I get the way that she must have felt, but, sometimes, people are just immature and they just don't know a better way. So whatever it was that he did, he could have handled things better. Not that it would have made her feel any better, because if somebody treats you like shit, or they break up with you, or they don't want to be with you anymore, or whatever happens, I don't feel like no matter what they say, it's not going to make it better. But I just feel like he could have handled it better. Or whatever went on between the two of them. Marioti's next actions towards me and feelings. Well, she's coming up right now as undecided about what to do next, but she thinks that the two of you have a soulmate connection, or if she doesn't think along those lines, she may feel like the two of you have a lifelong connection or a lifelong bond, and I think she's always going to care about you. She's got a wish around the situation. Communication will come in quickly, but she hasn't made that decision yet. She's still feeling undecided. Simran, good and bad traits of J.I. Well, this person could be argumentative at times, and they also could be either demanding or have sharp energy. But for the most part, they're passionate, kind-hearted, sincere, nurturing, intuitive. They tend to be very patient, grounded, stable, perseverant, unique, and kind. But they may have their moments. Like, they could be one of those people that if you piss them off, they got a lot of sharp energy. That's not too bad. Luna, haven't heard from JL. How is he currently feeling about our situation? I don't know what the situation is, but this person comes up a little bit burdened by it and a little bit like there's anger, or this could be an argument. They may be feeling a little stuck around the situation. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, like they think about things, but they're not really doing much acting. They're feeling a little bit overwhelmed and a little bit unprepared. I don't know why, but Ladybug, anything Nick wishes he could tell me for closure? I mean, I think that he's like, I think he would probably tell you that he was unsure. Like, this is like feeling undecided. I didn't know what to do. I had choices I had to make, and I was unsure. And I think that he would tell you he was out of balance and that the timing around the situation was poor. He either wasn't ready for the situation, or he wasn't ready for it, or he didn't want things to move forward. He just needed a break. But I don't think that there's anything, I don't think he's holding back anything that either he didn't tell you or he would want to say at this point. I just think that, putting this behind you and moving forward, or taking your mind off of it somehow, sometimes that's the answer. For years, like I would have, like, therapist years ago used to say, and you want to punch her in the face. Well, just move on. Me and my one friend used to go to the same therapist, and we used to make fun of her all the time, call her Pinhead. Well, just move on, Anyway, and meanwhile, like for me and my friend, like neither one of us had a lot of boyfriends. Like it would always be like one person for a long time, and then nobody for a really long time. Anyhow, so in those moments, like when people would say, well, just move on, just find someone else, like that wouldn't be an option for me, because it just never, like, that's just not who I was. Like, I just wouldn't go out with anybody randomly just to go out with them. So what I found to be helpful is I would, like, throw myself into some kind of a hobby or something that would, like, take my mind off of it, so that I wasn't spending time thinking about it, because the more you think about it, the more you hold on to it, the worse it is for you. Not for anyone else, but for you. So for me, like, I made a decision with this one situation that I was like, you know what, I'm done. I got to the point where I was like, I'm done. I don't want this person back. I don't want to see you again. I care about you, but I want you. I don't want you in my life, because I don't need this. And it didn't take that long. Every time he popped into my head, I just got busy doing something else, and it went away. And then what happened? Of course, months later, he resurfaced, and I just never felt the same. So that was that. Too bad for him, but it's not easy. Because the idea, like, I know that people always want closure and people always talk about closure, but there's no such thing. You get closure when you move on with your life and somebody else comes in, because then you don't care anymore. Otherwise, it's like no matter what the person says to you, you're not going to be okay with it, because that's not what you want. Like in the situation with me, like that guy that I was seeing, there was nothing that he was going to say to me that was going to not make me be hurt over the situation. There was nothing that he was going to say to me that wasn't going to keep me hopeful that something was going to change, and that wasn't coming from him, that was coming from me. So this idea of closure, like there really is no closure. Not until you make the decision that, you know what, I'm shutting the door. This is the end. I'm not doing this anymore. I don't want to be treated like this. And I'm going to move on with my life. And if that means I have to be alone, then I'm going to be alone. But I'm sure as hell not going to be treated like that anymore. So, like, you got to make your own closure, which, you know, that's just how it's got to be sometimes. Luna, I'll come if I gave baby daddy another chance. You know, I very rarely think it's a good idea for somebody to go backwards. Very rarely. Because what usually happens is they just relive the same situation. And you could do it in 2 months and be over it, or it could take another 3 years that you play around with the same situation. The only time I ever see things change is when life happens in between. So if this person has moved on with their life and they had a whole other life and then they come back to you, that's different. But you're going to go back right to the same relationship. Whatever the issues were, that's where you're headed. Nothing has changed. You know, it's like reliving the same thing. Negativity. And the Fool's in reverse, so there'll be things that get revealed around the situation. And if you guys used to argue, there's arguments here. Yeah. I very rarely see going backwards as the option for anyone. Because, like I said, nobody comes back. Like, people, here's the thing. It's like people want the ex back. But they don't want the ex to come back as who they are. They want them to come back as who they want them to be. You know, like, I don't want you to spend money the way that you used to. I don't want you to drink the way you used to. I don't want you to put, you know, this, that, and the next thing before me the way you used to. But that same shithead is coming back. He's not coming back as a different person. So you're going to relive the same situation. You know, unfortunately, sometimes what happens is the first couple of weeks, the person's on their best behavior. And you're thinking, oh, you see, now it's different. You know, he's putting in effort. He's doing that. But I don't think it's that it lasts. I would be cautious about that. Simran, what is MB's feeling and thinking of me, good and bad? May think that they may have a lot of respect for you and think that you're very smart and you're very secure when it comes to certain areas of your life. But in some areas of your life, they may think that you're somewhat of a train wreck with the Tower card. Which, I mean, who isn't? But they may feel like there are certain things that are like, you know, like dramatic or overly sensitive, or you make a big deal out of nothing. Which, I mean, like, who can't be like that? But that's something that comes up. Like, oh, it's really funny that she can be so grounded and so stable and so secure when it comes to these areas, like work, school, that kind of stuff. But maybe with other areas of insecurity, they may be like, wow, it's like drama, whatever. Anyhow, they think that you're intelligent, spontaneous, grounded, you have a lot of potential, and that you're very smart. But yeah, I had a friend like that too, that was like, she could accomplish so much, but there were certain things that she just was a mess about. I don't know. I was like, why can't you do the simplest things when you could, like, you know, have all these degrees and you can be like, but you can't do that. Anyway, we're all different. Actually, I mean, yeah. I think basically this person thinks pretty highly of you. Jay. Why does the Taurus make herself so unapproachable? I'm willing to play ball here with her. Yeah, well, she's, like, you got the slowest of the slow here when it comes to movers. Taurus is the slowest of the slow. Like, you got to kick them in the ass to get, you know, like, that's just how they are. But, she's stuck. But you know what? You do have things moving forward at some point. This person, also, she's very strong and she's very stable, and she doesn't want to come across as vulnerable and doesn't like to put herself in vulnerable situations. So she's got to feel safe. That's kind of a Taurus thing too. They have to feel safe before they're ready to move forward because they don't like to feel vulnerable and they like to know what's coming. They like to be predictable. Anyway, or they like to be predictable. They like, yeah, knowing what's coming. I don't think she likes surprises, and she's just not ready yet. You'll get more out of her. It's just, it takes time. I mean, it takes time. Trust me. I get it. Mario, why does LJ keep asking for money for the kids when she already receiving child support from me? Is she having financial problems? Well, I do think that money is tight, but I also think that she feels like if she can get more out of you, she'll take it. You know, like I think that she may be taking advantage a little bit. Money may be tight. I mean, look, shit's expensive. But I think that she's also trying to, if she can get more out of you, she'll take it. I would be careful. You know, like trust me, any guy that wants to give money to his kids, that's fine. You know, like I think that that's great. But I don't want to see anybody be taken advantage of. And she's got to pull her weight too. It's not fair for you to have to do everything. And I feel like she thinks that you'll give it to her if you have it, and she'll take it if you're willing to give it. Ladybug, any potential with a new person in love? Yeah, you will have a new person that comes in. You will. It looks like you have cause for celebration that comes in when things change for the better quickly. You're not going to be looking back on the past. When your life moves forward, that's it. You're like, anxiety moves into the past, the betrayal moves into the past, and you step into your own strength. I think it's a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And it's new energy that comes in, and you're like, you know what? It's done. I'm moving forward. And that always happens. I see it so many times, and I've actually been in that situation myself, where I'm like, oh, I was so upset over that. Really? Because that was a loser. And, you know, now things are moving forward here. It's in the moment that it's hard to feel like there's potential, but there is. You've got good stuff happening. Simran, NB's thoughts and feelings to me, good and bad. Okay. NB's thoughts and feelings to me, good and bad. Thinks that you're very successful. This person thinks you're very successful, thinks that you have a lot of potential, and that you're very strong, and they've got a lot of respect. They don't really have too much bad to say about you. They think that either you have a lot of potential for the future, you're grounded and stable, that you may be really good at, I don't know, school comes up. I don't know if this is someone you know through school. They don't really have anything bad to say. I mean, nobody's perfect, but they just may not be so critical. You know, they just may be like, yeah, she's fun, caring, kind, intelligent. She's got a lot of potential. Maybe they could say that you're an overthinker, but this person doesn't show up as having too much. Not too much bad to say. Julie, rest of the week. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You've got a fire sign around Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You've got growth, change, and transformation coming in. A Scorpio could enter, and you got communication coming in. Stepping into your own strength, feeling confident, and like your perseverance is paid off around work. Karina, me and Jade is Scorpio. You might feel like this person is disappointing, or like they're all, like, I don't know, either they treat you unfairly with justice in reverse, or that, yeah, like they just may always be disappointing. There's a little sharp energy around the situation. And you may feel like you're always waiting for your ship to come in with them. I don't know. You might lose interest in this person because it feels like it's, I don't know, it's always like a little bit disappointing. Breezy, via Cash App, what does Eddie think about me? I miss him. Okay. Well, this person does think highly of you. They think that you're kind and caring, attractive, grounded and stable, easy to get along with. And they think about you often, but I don't know if their life has moved on or their life is just complicated right now. But they seem to think about you often, and they seem to think highly of you. Julie, the next barbecue in 2 weeks, how would it go? It should go well. You got good luck around it. Got a new beginning around it. Moving on to greener pastures. Listen to your intuition. Should go well. Simran. I want Sagittarius out of my life, but she's a family member. Will she try contacting me? And what will she contact me about? Okay. It's not that you're never going to hear from her again, but I don't see communication coming in the near future, so I don't think you have to worry about it. Family's difficult only because, like, just because they're a family member doesn't mean you have to keep them in your life. Like, I totally believe that like, some people are, if this person just treats you like shit, you don't need that, right? But it can make other things more complicated. So you really need to do what's best for you, and sometimes it's not removing the person from your life because that would just complicate things more. You have to make that decision. But you can keep them very distant. Like, she can call you and you don't have to get back to her. You know, you can make her wait. You can be busy. You don't have to put time and effort in. You don't have to spend time with her. Like, you can lay down those laws and those boundaries and, you know, still keep her as part of your family because it just might be easier that way. You got to do what's best for you, and sometimes it would just cause too much trouble and too much drama, and you don't want to deal with that, so you just kind of suck it up. But I wouldn't let her walk all over you, and I wouldn't let her take advantage of you. Or deal with her. Like, you don't have to talk to her. You may have to see her at, like, parties or whatever, but you don't have to, like, see her on a regular basis. Adriana, what's coming to me in general? Feeling grounded and stable around work and money. It also looks like your intuition is heightened. You're no longer feeling burdened by the weight of the world. Feeling like good karma has come back to you and like life is moving forward. You know, like you may feel like things are starting to fall into place. You got some nice money coming in too. Georgia this week. Okay, you've got feeling a little bit better respected and compensated at work. That also could be in personal relationships. You got a Virgo around that may be of significance. Got an Aquarius around that also may be of significance. Somebody from your past could be returning and an old wound starts to heal. It also looks like communication picks up from someone you haven't seen or spoken to in some time, or someone you've been hoping to hear from. Jay, love for August. Listen to your intuition and be prepared for things to move forward. There's your earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But you also might have options. Listen to your intuition. A Pisces enters. No longer feeling burdened by the weight of the world. Feeling like, hey, I've made it to the top of the mountain. Feeling like a good karma's come back to you. A Libra and a Capricorn are around as well. You might have options in August. Ladybug, how will things play out with A? All right, I don't know what the situation is, but the love cup here is full. So if it's a romantic situation, great. If it's not, if it's a friendship or a family member, the love is there. That's good. Relationship seems to strengthen, but it may be your choice. You're the one that's got the choices. Looks like things could move forward with you and this person pretty quickly, and the hard work you put in will come back to you. So I think things can improve. Adriana, what does he want with me? He doesn't know exactly. He wants disappointment to move into the past. He's no longer waiting for his ship to come in. He's looking for a new beginning. He's just not exactly sure what he wants. He may feel like, hey, let's explore this option. Let's see what's going on. Let's see where it goes. But I don't think he's made a decision yet as to exactly what he wants. He, I think, inevitably is going to want things to move forward. I don't think that he wants to, like, just be friends. Virgo, general messages. Okay, you've got, you might be feeling like you have a long road ahead of you, especially when it comes to a love connection. Or you may be feeling like, how was that? Like either the Two of Cups could be a breakup, or you may feel like just nothing is working out when it comes to love. But that should shift because you have the Six of Pentacles, which will be a well-functioning relationship. Listen to your intuition. Negativity moves into the past, and you might be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You also could have a little road trip on the horizon. You got a Capricorn coming in, also an Aries. Feeling prepared for life to move forward, and that's exactly what's going to happen as we start to move into the fall. No longer waiting for your ship to come in. You have the Empress that comes in. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card. If you don't want children right now. Pinky, what are LW's intentions towards me? Communication comes in out of the blue or picks up. This person is no longer holding themselves back, and they may be looking for a romantic interest to move to the next level. If it's not a romance with the Knight of Cups, this person thinks highly of you and they want things to move forward in whatever the relationship is. The Knight of Cups is usually romance. LB, what are Marianne's intentions and feelings towards Latrice? The question is for my sister. She's listening. Okay. What are Marianne's intentions and feelings towards Latrice? Right, I don't know what their relationship is, but it looks like Marianne is hoping that things change for the better for the two of them quickly. This person's got the opportunity to manifest new, the potential to manifest new opportunities around the situation. It looks like making it to the top of the mountain around a successful relationship. Balance comes back to the situation and the relationship stabilizes. I would say things move forward, and the energy around the situation is loving, kind, caring, and sincere. I would say this person's got good intentions at this point. Queen, well, I struggled with in dental hygiene school. No, I mean, it's not to say that you can't have a bad moment or you can't be twisted up over something, but no, I think for the most part, you do okay. I think you're going to enjoy it, too. Breezy. If I was to reach out to Richard, how will it go? Like, will it go good or bad? It's been months, okay? I don't think it goes great. It looks like the moon is in reverse, which could be a secret gets revealed. And you may feel like I don't, if this person did something that you felt was hurtful in the past, you might relive it by reaching out. And there may be a secret that gets revealed that you may find unpleasant. Hermit is in reverse. They may know that that they were wrong, or they did something wrong, or whatever the situation is. Hermit in reverse, they may not even respond because they may not want to hear. The Hermit in reverse is somebody that doesn't tell you the whole truth because they know that you're right and they don't want to hear it. So they just kind of leave parts out. It doesn't look like you get much out of the situation. I would think about it before reaching out. I don't think it's a good thing. I mean, unless you really don't care. If you don't care at all, then reach out. What the hell? But I don't like people going backwards if there were a lot of wounds, because sometimes it's like we just relive it. And what's the point of that? Talking to someone you haven't spoken to in months can reopen a whole, bunch of emotions and shit that we've worked to get past. Why would you want to open it? Simran, she called me 3 times one day and had an exam. When I had to meet her family in the family event, she tried guilt-shaming me for not picking up the phone. She had to go to the hospital. So dramatic. It's not, you get too bad for her. It's like I'm not, I don't want to sound cold, but I have a life too. It's like it's not all about you. If you're in an extreme situation, you need to call an ambulance, or you need to, get someone who can help you immediately. But, it's bullshit. That's bullshit. And, the guilt thing. I mean, I grew up with a lot of guilt. And, I mean, now that I'm older, I still feel guilty. But it's not, I don't think it was nearly as bad as the way when I was growing up. But you have to do what's right for you. And, let someone try to make you feel guilty. You don't need to, it doesn't have to work. Let's put it that way. It doesn't have to work. Julie, love reading for September. Well, you got the love cup here full. You got balance coming in, success coming in. You have the Wheel of Fortune, which is good luck. And you're moving on to greener pastures that have long-term potential around it. September may be a good month for you when it comes to love, and you may be calling the shots. Feeling grounded, feeling stable, feeling like a new beginning is on the horizon, and listening to your intuition. You also may be making a decision to walk away from something or someone that no longer serves you. September could be a pretty good month. Simran, essays, thoughts, and feelings to me right now, good and bad. This person thinks that you're very intelligent, spontaneous, fun to be around, passionate, hardworking, intelligent. They also think that you're kind, caring. Like your life is moving forward, or that you're doing the right things, taking the right steps. You're well prepared for things to move forward. They may think that you're a little dramatic at times. They may also think that you could be overly sensitive, or that you can over scrutinize things. And they also may think that you could be a little indecisive. UAF spirit messages. Spirit cards. Ego, Archangel Jophiel, a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. I think for this, is just watch out for the fear-based thoughts, which everybody has, or the negative thoughts. 2 of Fire, you've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. The Magician, Archangel Raziel, you are ready. You have the resources and the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. Life is magical. Oh, you get that one a lot? I don't feel like you have a lot of negativity around you, or that you think negatively. How about Divine Goddess General for Mom? She could get communication from someone she hasn't seen or spoken to in quite some time. Could be an old friend, maybe an Aries. She's no longer holding herself back. Looks like she's stepping into her own strength. The solution to a problem is in front of her, and she may not be seeing it right now, but it comes to her before the end of August. The hard work she puts into something pays off, especially around work or school. She may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. It could be for fun, it could be for career. Whatever it is, it's positive. She also may be spending time at home, redecorating her home, upgrading her home, changing homes, moving homes, whatever it is, it's positive. And it looks like negativity around her is moving into the past. Harsha, general for the rest of the week. Got money coming in. Somebody may make you an offer that will be hard to turn down. Stepping into your own strength is going to help negativity move into the past. Fire sign enters Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You also may be feeling like taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well. Feeling a little bit more financially stable. Inexpert. How does B feel about me? B thinks that you're strong, independent, courageous, hardworking, intelligent. You don't hold yourself back. They have a lot of respect for you too. I think you're attractive, unique, and patient. Anthony, suggestions from the cards to improve my financials. I'm not very happy with my financials. Put it out into the universe. Things could change quickly when you step into your own ambition. You're paying off a bill of debt or a loan, or you're putting money aside for something. Feeling grounded and stable, and like your finances are moving forward. Money is super easy to manifest if you get out of your own way. So I used to have terrible issues with money. I mean, money's still for me, you know, like it's still kind of touch and go. But I've come a long way. And what I really started working with the law of attraction coaches, and they really changed the way I thought about money. So if you think about it like this, put it out into the universe. So like they would ask me questions like, do you think it's possible? So do you think it's possible that you could get a job tomorrow that pays you a lot of money? Yeah, it's possible, right? Like you don't feel like that's impossible. Like if somebody were to say to me, do you think that you're going to get on a spaceship and go to the moon tomorrow? Like no, like that, I don't feel like that's possible. But the potential of getting a job that pays me what I'm worth, yeah, that could be possible. Like, do you think it's possible that you could earn money easily? Like, do you think that it's possible that you could come up with, you know, like you could fall into luck? Yeah, I think so, right? Like, that's possible. To me, it's possible. So I used to, what I would do is I would just write things out, or I would just put it out into the universe. And I also started changing the way that I thought about money. So I still do this, and I did it today. The stupid ass car that I'm still paying off. Instead of looking at it like, I'm overwhelmed by this, I'm never going to pay it off, which is usually how I feel about it. I'm not looking at it like that anymore. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pay it off. Every week I'm going to make some kind of a payment. If it's, you know, $20 a week extra, it's $20 a week extra. But I'm going to find $20 a week extra, something extra every week, and I'm going to put it towards that, and I'm going to pay it off. So I'm not so overwhelmed by it. And I'm like, I'm going to pay it off. And that's just what I keep saying. It's getting paid off. I'm paying it down. It's going away. So changing the way you think about finances can really help. And I didn't think that that was possible, but I do now. Or at least I'm better than I was. I might not be perfect, but I'm better. Simran, Heather's thoughts and feelings for me, good and bad. excuse me, this person definitely thinks that you're attractive, successful, you have a lot of potential. They think that you're grounded and stable, that you're smart, kind, caring, sincere. They also may think that you could have either dramatic moments or that you may overreact, and that you may have moments or areas of your life that you're super weak in. Adriana, why would we get mad between us? Oh, well, I mean, people fight over all kinds of shit. Usually it's stupid things. But, I mean, it could be that you feel disappointed in something, or he may forget something. Like, there's all kinds of reasons why people get mad at one another. And it's usually because guys are stupid and they don't realize. Like, boys are dumb. Like, I dated this guy in my early 20s who was a great guy. Like, you would never think that he was ever going to cheat. He never gave me any reason, like, to believe that. If he said he was going to call me, he called me. If he was going to show up, he always showed up. There was no question. But we worked with this girl. We worked together. We worked with this girl who, very dramatic, always had 17 different boyfriends. She was dating this one and breaking up with him and going out with that one and then with this one, and you know. So he had just gotten a new car, and he and a new deli had just opened around the corner. Now, we work in a grocery store that has a deli in it. Her boyfriend was outside, so she asked Tom to take her to the deli because she wanted to go for a ride in his new car. My Tom. When I tell you, I was so fucking mad at him because she was using him because she wanted her boyfriend to see him with her. And I knew what she was doing, but that dumbass had no idea. Like, he really thought that she wanted to go to the deli and he was giving her a ride. But he's a moron, because that's how guys are. They don't understand the way women think. I knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing, but Tom didn't, the moron. So he said to me, like, I was really young. I think I was like 21. He said to me, "Oh, call me when you get home." I didn't call him. I was so pissed. But this was the kind of relationship where it was very much imbalanced. I didn't have him on a pedestal. I was pissed. I wasn't calling him. It wasn't the kind of thing where I was like, well, if I don't reach out to him, I'm not going to hear from him again. Like, I didn't even think that far. I was like, fuck it. Like, fuck it. I'm tired of this nonsense. And because she was always, like, there was always, like, drama around her, unnecessary crap, that she always brought to work and we always had to deal with. Anyway, so he called me, like, later on that night. He's like, "You weren't going to call me, were you?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Why are you mad?" And I told him, and he was like, "You're really mad because we went to the deli." And I was like, "I'm not mad because you went to the deli. I'm mad because she was using you to make her boyfriend jealous and you allowed it." And he's like, "And then what happened?" And I was like, "Nothing." And he was like, "So can we get over this?" And I forgot about it. But I was really pissed. I mean, it seemed really stupid after the fact because, like, really? He's like, "You're really mad because you went to the deli?" He's like, "What'd you think happened?" Like, nothing happened. You know, it's like, it was around the corner. But that wasn't the point. That wasn't the point. Anyhow. So, yeah, like, you're going to fight over stupid shit. Julie, do you see me getting the physical paperwork completed this week? PPD test. Okay, let's see. I think you can make it happen. Yeah, you can make it happen. Simran, his thoughts and feelings to me right now, good and bad. Okay, he thinks that you're smart, intelligent, sincere, hardworking, but he also may think that you're either make a big deal out of nothing, or you're a little overly sensitive and overly dramatic, and that may cause him anxiety. The Fool is in reverse. At some point, something may get revealed around that situation. Like maybe it comes up where he tells you there's just too much drama, or there's too much, yeah, yeah, something like drama or sensitivity that he finds hard to deal with. Empress, how does Christina feel about the thing her and my brother are doing together? She feels pretty good about it. She feels like things are moving forward quickly. They're working hard. There's plenty of choices, and things are strengthening. John, love for this month. You could be starting a new journey. Listen to your intuition. You're no longer holding yourself back. Passion could come in with somebody new, a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Looks like communication could also come in with a Virgo. And you're no longer feeling like you're stuck or being held back, but I think that you could be making a decision to move on to greener pastures. So, who else do I have an answer for? Esha, welcome. You want the next 3 months education reading? All right, what's going on for education over the next 3 months for Esha? You got a wish, put it out into the universe. Stepping into your own ambition, good luck comes in. You got the world at your feet. Disappointments move into the past. Have patience with yourself. If you're already involved with school or you're already enrolled, it looks like negativity around school is moving into the past. Communication picks up and you have a new venture on the horizon. It looks like feeling grounded and stable, especially around money, and you got the opportunity here to manifest it. Whatever it is that you need, put it out into the universe, especially if it has to do with money, because you just might get it. I don't know what you're doing with school, but if you're like, I don't know, applying for scholarships or something, with the Magician and these two cards, you could get something. And that could be a huge help. It does look like the weight of the world will be slipping off your shoulders. You'll be very excited about school, feeling very ambitious, and no longer waiting for your ship to come in. Things start to move forward for you. Abby, A made it easier on herself and skipped the proper process. Oh my God. These people are fucking amazing. Really amazing. Oh my God. Unreal. Samantha S. General. You've got a new beginning on the horizon. Especially, it could be business related, and you may be feeling better compensated and better respected. Happiness is coming out over your life. Page of Pentacles could be coming up with a business or a side hustle that brings in extra cash. Negativity and anxiety are both moving into the past, and it looks like feeling a little bit more stable when it comes to the future, especially around finances. Six of Cups, somebody from your past could be returning, and you're no longer holding yourself back. Life seems to move forward for you. Stepping into your own ambition and your own passion, laying down the law, setting up boundaries, life starts to move forward. Brianna, may I ask, is Sean Ponticelli going to reach out to me soon? Yeah, I believe so. Yep. Brianna, will I move in with my boyfriend? I think you will eventually. It may take a minute, but yeah, I think that's where it's headed. Mel, reading around my spiritual growth. No longer holding yourself back. All of a sudden, things start to move forward. Intuition is sharpening. Four of Cups is in reverse. Somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down around spirituality. I don't know what that's about, but it does look like perseverance around your spiritual endeavors seem to push you forward. Intuition, premonition, and wishes come true around spiritual growth, especially around intuition. Chimay, is Thago starting to get feelings for me? Yeah, I would say a little bit. Yeah. Adriana, how is he going to state that we are more than friends? Is he going to ask me, or is it going to happen out of the blue? I think it just grows organically. I think that you guys are friends and you're spending a lot of time together, and it's just like the next step. He's not holding himself back. You feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain, and it just is easy. Once again, Tom. Tom and I thought we started dating March 5th, which was the night before my birthday. He came to my house. At the time, he didn't have a car, right? This is before he got the car. So I took him home with me from work, and then I brought him home at night. And I was living with my mom and my brother at the time. So I thought that we started dating that night. So, like, we were hanging out, like, every day after work and on our days off. And then sometime, like, in April, he asks me, he's like, well, do you think we can go out sometime? So I started laughing. And he was like, why are you laughing at me? I was like, because I thought we were. And he's like, well, and I was like, well, I thought we were. Anyway, that's how that happened. So I think that, like, it just might be something that just happens, just like that. Yeah, I thought we were dating. The hell? What did I know? Yeah, I don't think it's, like, real formal the way it happens. We were so young. Oh my God. I think I was 22, turning 23, I think, when I started dating him. I don't remember. Anyhow, Simran, good and bad traits of him. Well, he's focused on his career, or he's going to be very focused on his career. He's also very intelligent. Could be very selfish, and he also could treat people unfairly. Pretty decent with communication, pretty well balanced. Walks away from things that don't work for him. He doesn't put up with a whole lot of bullshit. That's good and bad. He also feels very grounded and very stable, and he knows what he wants for his future, and he's not willing to settle for anything less. So that's positive. Is there anybody here I haven't answered for yet? Luz and Saho, I didn't answer for. Shem, why do I keep dreaming about my ex Alex every day? Because you're dreaming it out of your subconscious. So, if this is like a recent ex, even if it's not, all right, here, if this is a recent ex, right, like you just broke up last month, you're dreaming it out of your subconscious, you're purging it. So you're processing it through divine timing. Things are changing for the better quickly. Your intuition is pushing it out. Basically, you're healing from it. Now, let's say this is somebody that you broke up with 10 years ago. It may have less to do with them as a person and more to do with the hurts that were associated with the relationship at that time. You know, like let's say at the time you were dating him, you felt like a lot of people in your life had been betraying you, right? Your best friend betrayed you, he betrayed you, there's a lot of betrayal. Now you're processing all that and you're expelling it. Dreaming is a really great way to like of cleansing, getting it out. Unless, and not even, you know, unless it's somebody that, you know, you currently have feelings for, you're not getting over them, you're stuck, you're hung up on them, well then the answer is really, it's because they're all that you think about, because you're still hung up on it, and that's why they're showing up in your dreams. But in this situation, I think it's because you're putting the disappointment of the situation behind you and you're moving forward with your life. I think it's good. I think it's good. Julie, is for the rest of the week. The hard work that you're putting into your career should be coming back. Things should be moving forward. Listen to your intuition. You may not be looking back on the past fondly, but you're eager for your life to move forward. You got choices coming in and decisions to make, especially around work or work opportunities. Saho, what changes are coming in my life in the next 3 months? Your intuition is strengthening. You got a new journey on the horizon that may have something to do with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Looks like you may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study, and you're being guided by the divine, so trust in that. Oh, okay, Luz, you don't have any questions? That's all right. Adriana, what does Sergio think of me still talking to David? Oh, he's quiet. He's not going to say anything about it. I don't think he loves it, but I don't think that he feels like he has the right to say anything. I think he's just kind of like, he's trying to have patience, and I think he may be hoping that David kind of just goes away. You know, like I think he feels like, you know, maybe he'll just go away. You know, or maybe like your relationship will move forward with him. I don't think he really loves it, but he's not going to say anything because he's the hermit. He's going to keep his mouth shut. It feels like it's not his place. Anybody else here that I have an answer for? I got to everyone so far. Simran, what to expect in the month of August, good and bad? Got some good karma coming back to you. You may be feeling very undecided, and you may feel a little bit like you're holding yourself back. It looks like you may feel like not much is moving forward, or you could feel a little bit stuck. You do have money coming in. But you may feel like, you know what, like everything is kind of stuck or at a standstill. You may feel like you're in a holding pattern, and none of your wishes are coming into fruition in August. Perseverance will pay off, especially around a work or a business thing. Cause for celebration does come in when you start to feel a little bit more balanced towards the end of the month. You may make a decision to walk away from something or someone that no longer serves you, and your intuition is heightened. You also could be working with a spiritual practice that you may get a lot out of. Could be yoga, could be meditating, could be a religion too, could be, you know, praying or whatever. But something like that may be giving you some solace this month. Greta, is money coming to me? You got money coming in before the end of the month, for sure. Yep. Yeah, general. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care recharges your batteries, and you're no longer holding yourself back. You're making a decision for your life to move forward. Got a Libra coming in and a wish coming true. You also have a little bit of money coming in. Yeah, you could also have a new beginning around a new job opportunity or a new business opportunity that comes in. Anybody else here have an answer for? No? Anyone else that I answered for? That's it? Alrighty, then I am going to go, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm not sure what time I'm going to be on tomorrow. I'm hoping that I can get on early. I'm hoping I can get on early in the morning and then later at night. But we'll see. We'll see. You know, it depends on Miss. Gita, the way that I do yes and no questions is different. It's the way that I was taught this method. It's based on the 13th card in each pile. So you're looking for aces. So those are really the only cards that count, unless you get like one ace, then the other two cards would count. But if you get 3 aces, it would be 99% chance yes. If you got 2 aces, it would be like a 67 to 70% chance yes. And then whatever that third card was. So let's just say, for example, 2 aces and the 6 of wands, I would say, yeah, a very high success rate that you're going to get yes to whatever the question is, because 6 of wands is success. Let me do Caribbean. How is Phillips feeling since I turned him down? Well, he's feeling a little bit unstable. He's also feeling a little bit stuck. But he may feel that either he deserved it or he may feel like he had it coming to him. I don't know what that's about. But he's persevering. He's stepping into his own strength, and he may be exploring other opportunities. All right. I will see you guys later. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye-bye.